Have you ever noticed how most of the things you worry about never actually happen? They live only in your mind, shadows shaped by thoughts that never touch reality. You replay old conversations, regret what's already gone, imagine what could go wrong tomorrow, and in that endless loop of thinking, life slips quietly by. We spend our days trying to fix problems that don't even exist. We plan, predict, control, and push. We call it being responsible, being prepared. But mostly, it's fear wearing the mask of logic. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, when was the last time you felt truly alive, not in control? When was the last time you breathed without a plan? There's a truth that most of us forget. Peace doesn't arrive when everything is perfect. It arrives when you stop needing things to be perfect. Stay with me until the end of this story, because somewhere beneath your deadlines, expectations, and self-imposed duties, there's a quiet part of you that already knows how to rest. You just forgot how to listen. The mind is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. It keeps creating stories. What could happen? What should have happened? What might go wrong next? It wants to protect you, but in doing so, it keeps you trapped in imagined danger. That's what worry really is, a survival instinct that forgot when to stop. Most of what you call stress isn't happening right now. It's your mind rehearsing the future or replaying the past. But have you ever met tomorrow? It never comes. It's always today, and today was never the enemy. Imagine your thoughts as clouds drifting across the sky. Some are light and pass quickly. Others grow dark and heavy, but no cloud ever owns the sky. If you stop chasing them, they drift away on their own. That's what letting go feels like. Not a battle, but a soft release. The Buddha called it the middle way, the art of neither clinging nor rejecting. When you stop fighting your thoughts, you begin to see the space between them. And in that space, peace breathes. Worry often disguises itself as care. It whispers, "If I don't think about this, everything will fall apart." But has that ever been true? Does the sun forget to rise when you stop thinking about it? Does your heart forget to beat when you're not paying attention? Life doesn't need your anxiety to keep going. It moves naturally, with or without your tension, and yet we cling. We wear worry like a medal of love, as if suffering proves sincerity. But worry doesn't make you more caring. It only makes you more tired. Imagine standing in a river trying to hold the water still. Your hands tremble, splash, and ache, but the current doesn't stop. It keeps flowing, effortless and free. The river never resists its own direction. Maybe peace begins the moment you stop resisting yours. Sometimes the most radical thing you can do is nothing, not in apathy, but in trust. To sit quietly, breathe, and know that life knows what it's doing. You were not made to hold everything together. You were made to feel, to witness, to participate in the dance, not to choreograph it. Joy doesn't come from managing life perfectly. It comes from allowing life to move through you. Messy, unpredictable, alive. So take one breath right now. Inhale softly. Feel your chest rise. Exhale slowly. Notice how you didn't have to control that. It just happened. That's the rhythm of trust. The body's reminder that life flows best when you let it. The mind loves to say, do more, fix more, plan more. But the heart whispers something quieter. Just be here. And maybe that's the beginning of wisdom. To stop chasing life and start feeling it. Perfectionism is the silent thief of peace. It convinces you that rest must be earned, that love must be deserved, that joy is a reward for when you finally get everything right. But you never arrive there, do you? Because perfection keeps moving the finish line. The world teaches us to improve endlessly, to be better, faster, stronger, wiser, calmer, more spiritual. And yet, the harder we chase better, the further we drift from being. You see, joy doesn't bloom from perfection. It blooms from permission. Permission to be imperfect, permission to laugh at your own mistakes, permission to feel lost sometimes and still call yourself whole. There's a saying in Zen, you can't pour tea into a full cup. Your mind is that cup, filled with thoughts, fears, expectations. If you never empty it, nothing new can enter. So perhaps letting go isn't about losing anything. It's about making space for what was trying to reach you all along. Imagine this. A musician once asked his teacher how to find harmony in life. The teacher handed him a stringed instrument and said, "If the strings are too tight, they'll snap. If they're too loose, they won't play. Tune them just right. That's where peace lives. That's the middle way, the Buddha's timeless wisdom. Not a life of extremes, not indulgence or denial, but balance. The gentle rhythm between doing and being, effort and ease. You don't have to abandon your goals. You just have to hold them lightly, care deeply, but don't cling tightly, love deeply, but don't lose yourself in the fear of loss. That's how joy stays. Not as a fleeting guest, but as a quiet companion walking beside you. Modern life tries to convince us that joy must be spectacular. A grand success, a perfect day, an Instagram-worthy sunrise. But joy is far humbler than that. It's the warmth of sunlight on your skin. It's the sound of laughter spilling from the next room. It's the moment you catch yourself breathing and realize you're still here. Joy doesn't need applause. It only needs attention. And that's what mindfulness really is. Attention without judgment. It's the art of seeing what's already here, of realizing that peace isn't missing. It's just buried under noise. When you finally stop chasing, life reveals itself.
The taste of tea becomes richer.
The rain feels softer. Even silence starts to hum with meaning. This is the miracle of simplicity. The ordinary becomes sacred when you are fully present for it. Perfection says, "Not yet." Presence says, "Now." Perfection says, "You need more." Presence whispers, "This is enough." And if you listen closely, you'll notice, enough is where peace hides. You don't have to fix yourself to deserve calm. You don't have to earn joy through struggle. You only have to stop making war with this moment. The Buddha didn't teach us to escape life. He taught us how to meet it fully, to open the palms of our hearts and let the river flow through. Life is never waiting for you to catch up. It's happening, right now, in the rhythm of your breath, in the beating of your heart, in the space between thoughts where stillness lives. There's a gentle kind of laughter that comes with awareness. It's not loud, it's tender. The laughter of seeing how hard the mind works to protect you. You start to smile at your own seriousness, the way you rush, overthink, or hold your breath over small things. You realize it's okay. You're human. And in that self-kindness, a new kind of joy appears. The joy of not needing to be anyone else. You see, enlightenment isn't becoming superhuman. It's becoming fully human without resistance. It's waking up to the simplicity of being alive, to the miracle that you're breathing, feeling, sensing, existing. When you live from that awareness, you laugh easier, you forgive faster, you love more gently, and you worry far, far less. The Buddha said, "If you let go a little, you'll have a little peace. If you let go a lot, you'll have a lot of peace. If you let go completely, you'll be completely free." So maybe the question isn't, how do I find joy? But rather, what can I release to uncover it? Maybe joy isn't something to chase at all. Maybe it's what's left when the chasing ends. Sometimes the simplest truths are the hardest to live. We know we should let go. We know we should slow down. And yet, the moment life feels uncertain, we reach again for control. tightening our grip around things that were never truly ours. But here's what time, and perhaps a bit of gentle wisdom, will show you. The more you try to control life, the smaller your world becomes. The tighter you hold on, the less room joy has to enter. Because joy doesn't live in the clenched fist of control. It lives in open palms. It lives in surrender. Not the kind that gives up, but the kind that finally trusts. The river doesn't ask where it's going. It flows because that's its nature. The flower doesn't strain to bloom. It opens because that's what it was made to do. And you don't need to force your life to make sense. You just need to let it unfold. When you do, something soft awakens inside you. A quiet knowing that life is happening for you, not to you. Breathe into that. Right now, in this moment, nothing is missing. You're breathing. You are here. And that is enough. When you truly see this, even for a moment, the whole world feels lighter. Colors seem brighter. You start to laugh at how hard you used to fight for things that were always flowing toward you anyway. Let's pause here. Take a deep breath in. Let it go slowly. Notice the peace in that small act. You didn't earn it. You didn't plan it. You simply allowed it.
That's what life wants from you. Not perfection, but permission. Permission to rest.
Permission to not have all the answers. Permission to just be. When you give yourself that permission, life stops feeling like a test and starts feeling like a gift. And in that shift, from tension to trust, joy slips back in. There's a kind of beauty that only appears when you stop rushing. The sound of rain tapping gently on the window, the hum of the world when you stop trying to fix it. The way a smile rises slow and sincere when you realize you don't have to hold it all together anymore. This is not the joy of fireworks or victory. It's the quiet joy of belonging, of being exactly where you are, without needing to escape it. This is the joy of simplicity, the laughter that comes from realizing that everything you were chasing was always right here, disguised as an ordinary moment. When you begin to live this way, your relationship with worry changes. It doesn't vanish, it softens. You see worry for what it truly is, a frightened child in the mind, asking for safety. So instead of pushing it away, you hold it gently. You breathe with it. You tell it, it's okay, we're safe now. And slowly, it relaxes its grip. That's the power of compassion, not toward others only, but toward yourself. Every breath becomes a small act of healing. Every pause becomes a doorway back to presence. And in that presence, peace returns. Quietly, naturally, like a bird coming home. You see, peace isn't something you earn. It's something you remember. It's what's left when the noise fades, when the need to fix everything finally falls silent. You don't need to fight your way to calm. You only need to stop running from it. Because calm isn't hiding. It's been walking beside you all along. All it asks is that you slow down enough to notice. So tonight, when the world goes quiet and your mind starts replaying the worries of the day, place a hand on your heart. Feel that steady rhythm beneath your palm. Your oldest friend. Your silent witness. That heartbeat has never left you. Never demanded perfection. Never asked for more than your presence. It simply says, you are alive, and that, dear listener, is the only proof you'll ever need that you are already enough. Life is not waiting to be perfect. It's waiting to be lived. So laugh softly at your own seriousness. Forgive yourself for forgetting how to rest. Smile for no reason. Be grateful for no occasion. Because joy doesn't come when you have everything under control. It comes when you finally let go and realize that everything has been quietly okay all along. The truth is simple. You were never meant to carry the whole sky. You were only meant to admire it. So stop letting worry steal your joy. Breathe. Be here. Let life move as it will. And remember, peace was never something to earn. It was something to remember.